Stasha, the period coach here, to give you 3 reasons that quarterly planning is so essential to your productivity. It kind of sounds a little counterintuitive. Like if I sit down and I work out quarterly plans every time, I'm wasting time. But in fact, you're really setting aside a little bit of time now in order to have a lot of time later. This is very similar to investing. You put a little money here in this one pocket and it just accumulates so that you have a lot of money later. It's investing your time now to have more time later. So this is why quarterly planning is so very essential to your productivity. 1, there's a macrocosm, the year, and there's a microcosm, your week. Your quarterly planning is the bridge between the two. You have a year. You have your goals, you have your dreams, you have the things that you want to see happen in a year. We often err on one side or the other. We either think we can get more done than we really can, or we don't think we can get as much done as we really can. So we generally err on one or the other side of that spectrum. Your quarterly planning is your filter in between. So when you're looking at your year goals and you're seeing what you've got mapped out for the year, each quarter is how you pull those big goals down to make them realistic, really happen. What is going to be the goal for this month? What's going to be the goal for this month? What's going to be the goal for that month? What are your main objectives for each month? And you can have 1 to 3 of them depending on the size and the complexity of those goals. We don't often tap into what we really want to accomplish, and quarterly planning is a great way to really get from where you want to go to what you need to accomplish to get what you want. So there is a bridge between want and need, and that's your quarterly planning. It's your bridge between your week and your year. Number 2, you're going to start each week knowing exactly what the plan is. That's the beauty of quarterly planning, at least the way I teach quarterly planning, because you've got every week mapped out for the next quarter. So you sit down and you know what the content is you're going to be putting out. You know exactly what the plan is, what the product is, how you're going to promote that. So you sit down knowing exactly what's happening. It's the funnel. You know what the product is you're promoting, you know how you're promoting it, and you know what to do to get that accomplished. There's no more sitting down every week figuring out, okay, what's next, what I'm going to do. Which brings me to number 3, there's no more what's next, because you know what's next. You have your year goals, you have your quarterly goal, you have your weekly and monthly goal. You know exactly what has to happen to make them happen. There's no more what's next, because you sit down and you just go, okay, this is it. This is next. And it's just a matter of plugging it in. I want you to just sit down and watch yourself for a day. How many times do you look down and go, okay, what's next? There's 2 answers to that question. You either look down and go, okay, what's next? This, and you start, or you go, okay, what's next? Well, I really need to do this, and oh, I forgot about that thing, and I wanted to have this thing done. Wasted time. And if you think about how many times in a day you sit down and go, what's next? And you add up that time, you're going to be stunned. Quarterly planning eliminates the what's next conundrum. So that's it. 1, quarterly planning is your bridge between your macrocosmic look and your microcosmic look, bridging the gap between your wants and your needs. 2, starting each week knowing exactly what to do, making your daily to-do list super easy. 3, eliminating the need to mull over what's next. You're quick, you're efficient, you knock stuff out. That is why quarterly planning is so important. Click the link below for more information on quarterly planning and how important it is for you. And I will see you on the inside. Peace out over, gang.